find them. So first thing first, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not like the exponent isn't 1, right? So if the exponent was 1, then it doesn't matter what it equals to start with. You can just solve it. If it doesn't matter, it could be any number, and you can just solve. But when the exponent is like this, and it's a polynomial, you have to get it set equal to 0. And then you can solve it. So it's totally different. You're not going to use inverse operations like, do you know what I'm saying? Like if you had 3x plus 5 equals 11, you don't have to get this equal to 0 before you can solve it. It wouldn't even help you, right? But these are different. You have to get them equal to 0 because you factor and then you set each factor equal to 0. All right, and we talked about why last time. I hope you remember. It's because of this. If two numbers multiply together and make 0, then one of them has to be 0. But these are going to be like polynomials, like that. So that would mean either this polynomial would be equal to 0 or this one. So like general idea of why we get it equal to 0 is that. All right, so negative 24b cubed. We're going to move this one to the other side and we're going to put it in order. Good so far? Yeah. Okay. Leading coefficient's negative. And 3 goes into everything, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So does b. So I'm going to take out a negative 3b. This step right here is one that people always forget. Like see if you can take out something. So negative, so that's 8. 6. But positive 6. Right? Positive 6. And then negative 9. Is that good? Yeah? Did I mess up? Edgar, did I mess up?
No.
It's been a long day. I mean, it's been a crazy day too.
Oh. Okay, so it's not minus 6b, right? It's not minus.
No,
6b.
it's plus because here's why. If I multiplied negative 3 times positive 6, that would give me negative 18. Yeah. So that's correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this thing in the middle right here, it's quadratic. This is quadratic, and I mean we're solving by factoring, so it's going to be factorable. What we're going to learn how to do today is how to solve this if you couldn't factor it. All right. I have no idea what the answer is. Like I told you, I covered it. I've never done this problem before. So, Alexa, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I wish somebody didn't steal the pencils because it would help me. That's okay. It's all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work right here. Sorry. So look, this is either going to be 8b and 1b or 2 and 4, right? So we don't know. I'm going to guess it's 4 and 2. But that's a guess. I have no idea. Now, this one's tricky because you see how that's a negative? That means the signs here and here are different. And so I have to figure those out last. After I find the numbers, then I figure out the signs. So this is going to be 3 and 3 or 9 and 1 or 1 and 9. No idea. So I'm trying to kind of like just think real quick which way it could be. Like, let's do this. I think that's it actually. Because, okay. Like check this out. I don't know what the signs are yet, right? But you know how when you multiply those two things together, you use FOIL, right? And so the first two together, they multiply to make 8. And that's how we actually made our guess. And the last two, they multiply together, right here, to make 9. And that's actually how to make a guess. This is what we use right here to check, to see if we got everything else right. Because there's more than one combination that could make 9 and 8. So we check the outside, which literally means this. And that's 12. And we check the inside, which is this, and that makes 6. And I got a lucky guess first try.
Yeah, I got that too, but you said you're supposed to add them, right?
Well, or subtract. It depends on the signs. See, remember this is negative right here, and the way we get a negative 9, remember it's this number times this number. If two numbers multiply together and they make a negative, they're different signs. One's positive, one's negative, which means I'm going to be subtracting. So the difference of these two is 6b. Thing is, though, I need it to be a positive, right? The only way for these two to be a positive is if this was positive and that's negative. And that's the tricky part. Which one, if this was negative, the 6 came from 3 times 2. So that means that this would be it. That would give me negative 6 on the inside, and this would give me positive 12 on the outside. Those are the factors. Okay. Edgar, you good?
Yeah.
Jose, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Alexa, you good?
Mm.
Yeah? Okay. So now, take each factor and set each one equal to 0. This one's really easy. It's already solved basically, right? And then this one. So here, b equals 0. Here, b equals 3 over 4, because you're going to add 3 and then divide by 4. And here, b equals negative 3 over 2. Those are our 3 answers. That's a tough problem, Edgar.
Yeah. It was positive 3/4 then?
Yeah. Because you add 3 first, right?
Yeah, for some reason,
And then
it was
divide.
just that one factor for 4b minus 3. Instead of 4, I have put 4b plus 3, and it's 4b minus 3.
So check that out. I'm glad you said that, because here's what would happen. If you had 4b plus 3,
Yeah.
and then 2b minus 3, like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look what happens right here. When you do the outside, you get a negative 12b. And the inside, you'd get a positive 6b, and that would make negative 6b, but it's supposed to be positive. So that would give you the backward. The signs would be wrong for this.
Oh.
So that should be the negative.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
that's
should
what I
be
realized in the middle.
Yeah. The signs, yeah, they matter.
That 1 minus 3 made a huge difference.
Yeah, it does. Okay.